it's Louise, the Big Head Bookworm. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day, wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing, wherever it is you are on this day. And here we are, it's Friday. It's Friday Reads, it's Friday Reads. I'm here on a Friday with damp hair, it's Friday Reads. So today is Friday the 19th of October and I am here with my weekly check-in of things that I have read this week, things that I'm going to read next week maybe. What I'm actually reading currently at this moment. Well, I'm not actually reading it at this moment because I'm talking to you. And so here we are on a Friday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We've got a nice misty, murky day, although I think the sun is trying to come through, but it's really misty and murky and autumnal. Oh, this area of the country. So I'm in East England, southern East England, so what it was called the East of England. So Cambridge and the counties around it are flat. A slight hill. We're like, oh, what's that? So it's the Fens is where I live. I live just on the border of the Fens, but it's flat. And so we do specialise in mist and murk, and it sits because it doesn't have anywhere to go. So it just sits, and it's known as fen fog. If you have a day that's bad. So we've got a really good misty day today, and it's lovely. It makes everywhere look quite spooky, and I like spooky, so that was really nice. It was lovely when we woke up because it was literally trees and then nothing. It was just white, as though the rest of the world hadn't been drawn yet. It was lovely. I was making Benedict go and have a look. I was like, I don't know how we're going to get to school. Your school's vanished. And he's like, hooray. So I quite like misty, murky days. But not next week, because next week's half term. Half term next week. And we are hoping to go and do exciting things. Always hoping to go and do exciting things. But it does mean I will do less running around, as in kind of... Well, I have less time because I've got Benedict here, so I've got stuff that I do with Benedict, but I've got more time because I don't have to do the school run and I don't have that kind of routine. So it's kind of less but more, if you know what I mean. So I should have more reading time. I'm thinking I should have more reading time. I'm going to make more reading time. That's what I'm going to do. So here I am, books that I have been reading. So I started Times Convert, and Chris pointed out, I did not know this, Chris, that you get different end papers. So I've got this yellow, lovely yellow, and apparently this is the Damon one, and there are different colours, and so that's the colour I got. So I was like, oh, I didn't know that. That's so cool. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I was very pleased to know which one I got. So I've started reading that. I'm on page 80. I'm actually going to stop because I'm watching A Discovery of Witches. As you know, it's on the television at the moment, and I'm watching it at the moment. And I went to see a friend this week, and I was like, because she's a Discovery of Witches buddy. She's as obsessed as I am. And I was like, oh, have you been watching it? Oh my gosh. And she's like, I haven't. And I was like, and it's because she hasn't got the channel that it's on. And I was like, what? And she said, I thought we would get together on the 2nd of December when the DVD comes out and we would sit and we would watch the whole thing together. And I was like, no. Well, I will still do that, yes, but no, because I'm watching it weekly. And I can't wait, and today's Friday, and it's another episode tonight. Ooh, I'm loving it. I mean, it's not perfect, but, you know, Trevor Eve. And also Matthew Good. Hello. The more the series goes on, the more I'm like, I say. So yes, very good. Very good. Yeah, no, and Diana. I think my friend said, I'm not sure, and I was like, actually, I'm liking her a lot. The whole thing, the way it's shot and everything, I'm there for it. But 2 timelines, because Matthew and Diana are in this as well. So I've got 2 timelines going on in the same people, and I'm kind of, part of me is like, in that one, and then I'm trying to read this one, and this is new, and I just thought, I'm not doing this justice, because I'm stuck between 2 timelines. So there is no rush to read this. That's what I said to myself. There's no rush. Put it down. Come back to it. So this is just go into hibernation until A Discovery of Witches has finished on the television, and then I will read it. So that's been put on the back burner. And my friend didn't know that was out, and I was able to say to her, have you not got it? Do you want to read it? Well, I'm not. And she's like, no, I'm just going to get it on the Kindle. So that's what she said. So yeah. Anyway, I started reading this instead. Transcription by Kate Atkinson. But in between that, I read this. So The Hollow of Fear by Sherry Thomas. This is the third in the Lady Sherlock series. It starts with A Study of a Scarlet Woman. Study of Scarlet Women? A Study in Scarlet Women is the number one book, is the first book, and then it's A Conspiracy in Belgravia. Now, I loved A Study of Scarlet Women by Sherry Thomas, and first one in the Lady Sherlock series. I thought it was brilliant. I thought A Conspiracy in Belgravia was a bit more of a but this one I really loved again. So it started hooray, and then hooray. So this one I galloped through in a day because it's a great. It's a mystery, and it's Lady Sherlock rather than Sherlock Holmes. It is Sherlock Holmes, but she is a woman, and it's really good. It's a really good series, and there is a kind of a kind of a brooding romance, but it's not heavy on the romance. There is kind of tension, but it's not heavy on it. But yeah, I thought that was really good. So I read that. So I read a bit of Times Convert. I read that, and then I picked this up, Kate Atkinson's Transcription, and I am 90 pages into that. But it's not a huge book. 340 pages, so it's not huge. So that won't take me probably a couple of days, and then I'll finish that. But I'm really enjoying it. So it's set in different timelines. It starts in 1980, and then it goes back to 1950, and then 1940. It's all the same woman, and yeah, really good. Kind of spies and the main character, Juliet. She's got such a lovely. There's something about her. She's quick without being sharp, very quick-witted without being sharp, and not appreciated for it, and so gets lots of blank stares, and so people say, "Oh, you've got a very good ear," and she goes, "Oh, I've got two," and it's her response is like, and they all go, "Okay," it's that kind of thing, and I think she's lovely, and there's this romance that she's kind of. She's intact, and she's kind of yearning for somebody, and it's the kind of yearning. She's kind of like, he's looking very handsome today. Or he's not looking handsome today. Or he's looking handsome today. It's this kind of. She's got this kind of crush because she wants to kind of, get rid of her virginity and this kind of stuff. But it's set in the kind of spy world, and the English spy world. So it's all very kind of proper and what have you. It's just something about it is just brilliant, and it is quick-witted and without being sharp, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm happy to go along with it. So, yeah, Kate Atkinson. Transcription I am reading. So, audiobook. At the moment, I'm listening to Agatha Christie's The Mirror Cracked from Side to Side, which is a Miss Marple. And in the week, I listened to A Murder is Announced, which is an Agatha Christie, which is a Miss Marple. And... both narrated by Joan Hickson, because I was doing something and I just wanted a audiobook that I knew very well, that was comforting, that was going on in the background, and both of those are fabulous for that. And what happens is I start really enjoying it, and then I can't put it down. I was knitting listening to the audiobook because it was just so comforting and lovely, and I love her voice and I love the stories. So that's what my audiobook is. Podcast, thank you so much. I got so many suggestions for podcasts. You are all marvellous. How long have I been going on? Not too bad. Yes, so good. You were so good with the podcast. I have been listening to some of your suggestions. I found A Killing on the Cape. I've started listening to that. The Intrigue. Somebody suggested, I think that was my chum that suggested The Intrigue. The Marina Files. Did somebody suggest that? Crime with Nancy Grace. I haven't started listening to that, but that was one of yours, somebody's suggestion. There were others as well, which I have looked at and have got a list of. So thank you so much for all the suggestions on the podcast. Serial season 3 is out at the moment. I'm struggling with it. The first couple I really liked. The last one was fine, and then I started listening to this week's. If nobody else is listening to it, how are you finding it? I'm struggling with it. I'm not. Normally with serial, I'm desperate to listen to it, but this week This series, it's not happening for me. Anyway, so what have I got planned to read? So hardback, See What I Have Done by Sarah Schmidt. I think that's going to be my next one. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. But I think this is going to be it. This is the one I'm going to go for. And then I've picked up 2 paperbacks that I quite fancy. So, because I'm reading about spies in Transcription, it makes me want to read James Bond. So I've got 3 James Bonds that I haven't read that I have, that I've got in the house. And this is The Man with the Golden Gun. And it's such a slim little book, but they pack a almighty punch. 180 pages, and oh, they're so good. I so like my James Bond. So Ian Fleming's The Man with the Golden Gun. I think that's going to be a quick read I should be going for. And then for a bit of a spooky, and this won lots of awards and I never read it, 2015 this came out, The Loney by Andrew Michael Hurley. Book of the year. And I never read it. And it's this kind of, I think this time of year, does that cover not say October, November? So yeah, so I thought I'd give that a go as well. And yes, we might be going away next week, in which case I should get some more reading done because we'll be away. So let me just show you the back stack of books that I've been talking about. Neat and tidy. Oh, somebody's phoning. Anyway, so yes, I better go. Somebody's on the phone, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye.